Hi guys. For today's video, I will be teaching or doing a video tutorial for Laravel. The last video I made was about the installation of Laravel and how to run Laravel inside the Docker. Today I will be discussing more about on Laravel. Laravel is a PHP framework designed to make building websites and web applications easier, faster, and more organized. Instead of starting from scratch, Laravel gives you a clean foundation and tools to structure your project properly. It follows the MVC pattern, the model, view, and controller, which keeps your code neat and manageable. So let's start with the views. Views are the part of your websites that the user actually sees, the front end pages, and Laravel, they live inside the resources and views folder and use Blade, Laravel's own template they entered. Blade makes it simple to reuse code. You can extend layouts, include partials, and use directives like section and yield to avoid repeating HTML. For example, your home.blade.php could just define a section of content while the layout takes care of the header and footer, keeping your pages consistent across the whole site. Later on, I will be demonstrating showing you about these explanations that I'm telling you guys. Okay, let me first explain about the views, the routes, and the controllers inside the Laravel. So next we have the routes. Routes act like the GPS or map of your website. They tell Laravel what should happen when a user visits a certain URL. Routes are written inside the routes web.php file. They can be as simple as returning a view directly or more advanced by pointing to a controller. For example, when someone goes to about page, your route can send that request to an about controller, which handles the logic. Alin na siya musulod si controller. Controllers live in the app HTTP controllers folder and are responsible for the brainwork of your website. Instead of mixing logic into your routes, controllers keep things tidy by handling requests and returning responses. For example, an about controller might have an index method that returns the about page. You can also pass data from the controller into the view, and Blade will render it for you. So in simple terms, views handle what the user sees, routes handle the navigation, and controllers handle the logic behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. Okay, so this structure is why Laravel is such a popular choice for building websites. It helps you write clean, reusable, and professional code without getting lost in the details. So I will now showing you the results. Okay, so hold on. I actually have ready codes here. Para hindi kita matugay. So controllers, we need to, okay, so let's start first by the views, in which we have the layout and then the partial folder. Layout, which is a layout, we have here the app.play.php. And okay. Let's just make app.play.php. And then we will be putting that app Blade into the layouts folder. Okay. First, we have to create partials. Inside the partials, ali makita nga to ang footer, PHP. As well as the header. So, eh, so here you can see as earlier these views, the controllers and the routes were empty. But now I have made a basic web pages or basic web functions. Okay, so as I said earlier, I made two folders instead of views, which is the layout and the partials. Partials includes the footer and the header. I will be explaining you about these ones here. So these are the views that I want the user to see inside my application, okay, or inside my website. So I have here about page, the contact page, and the home page, of course. So and more importantly, the footer in the header. Kaya di mo gana siya pwede mo down. So muna akong footer and header. Header, I have here the routes, the home, about, and the contact. So oops. So, yeah, muna siya akong gipaghimo diri ng mga views nga dapat makita sa user once they click that URL, okay? It will be, if the user clicks the home, it will be, rerouted to the controller. So, I have here the home controller, which is muna ang naa sa home. It returns the view home, which is ang home views na to is maone siya. So these texts here should be visible sa atuang home, okay? Welcome to my application. This is a simple Laravel landing page to showcase routing and views. Okay, so para siya. Hold on. So this text right here should be inside our home page, and then as you can see here, so in my views, I have here a layouts folder and then an app.play.php. So this is a CSS code wherein Monisha, this is the side of my website. Okay, so Monisha, and right here, observe right here that it extends the layouts.app, which means in every section here, every contents of like about the contact and the homepage, it displays the same design that that I set inside my website. So kano siyang layouts. So automatic siya nga since extend man ako, automatic gikuha niya tanan nga design na giset ako sa app.blade. So yeah, this so muna siya ang code nga naa dira, and then ang kaning siyang section, observe right here, okay, in my app.play.php. In my body, I have here the include partials at header, which is, yeah, the header and the footer. So, and I have set here the main, which is yield and content. So, like for example, you want to put something in your website, like, wala pa kakabalo. So, I put something here na, like, yield. So, this is just an empty, more like an empty spot nga need ni mo siya overwrite or fill in. So muna siya ang gamit sa section. So kani siya ang section dito na ko ang content nga din nga yield, and then muna akong butang sa every section. So every time na ko sa about us, the contact and the home blade kay mo display siya sa nga niya mo display niya. And then ang kaning controllers di ay ang kaning controllers kay this returns the view, right? This handles the logic like the URL. What do you want to happen when the user clicks the about URL? What do you want to happen? So this returns the home view. Okay, and then one thing to make a controller. So if you want to make a controller, you can just simply write it like this. PHP artisan make controller, and then you should put next the name of controller. So in another siya pwede mo controller, guys. Okay, so din ako pwede mo right din naman akong controller, and then na naman siya dira. So let me show you some bugana. And then dili na bugana imuha website or like nga na controllers ra, and then the views you have to set your routes. And then so routes I have here the about this one right here. This shows in your address bar. Okay, so when the user clicks the about, it changes the address bar into the last one to about, and then the same thing happens to the contact and the home. So let me show you guys. Okay, one moment. Okay, so like this. Like this. I have here the about us, so home. I have here the home, and I told you earlier that you should display the text. Welcome to my application. This is a simple Laravel landing page to showcase routing and views. This is our header, which has the home URL and the about us and the contact. This is our footer. Yeah, muna siya today. Simple website showcase built with Laravel. Once you click this one, this is our view. Okay, this is our home views. This is what the user will see once they are on the home page. Once they click the about us, this tells the views pass to the controller, and more and like it passes to the controller and handles the functions, the logic there, and then it reroutes and that's the use of the routes. Okay, so muna siya about us. My application is a demonstration project built with Laravel. Its purpose is to show you how you can structure web app using Laravel. So same thing happens to the contacts. As you observe, every time I changes to home, about us, or contact, okay, same mo siya design. So, muna siya akong explain na ganiya about sa layouts katong app.play.php, which is every pages ka iya rin ga-extend. So, same man ni sila mga, same man sila functions, lahat na sila contents kay ako man ang change na lang. So, muna siya ako sa contacts. So, muna siya ang basic Laravel templating, guys. Muna ito siya. Thank you.